Pete Hines from Bethesda has confirmed that a new game will be releasing in 2017, and I have two theories for what it is. One is that it will be on the Switch, the second is that it's a mobile game. Oh, and also, just to clarify in case you didn't hear recently, Pete Hines reconfirmed it after saying it. I forgot, at some event he said it, then on Twitter he said it was false, but then he just reconfirmed it. So anyway, on the Switch. Now, Bethesda wouldn't have announced like Fallout 5 after E3. That would be an E3 announcement, and they said they have a new game, but they had no info about it, and they really didn't have any new announcements at E3 except for The Evil Within 2, Dishonored Death of the Outsider, and Wolfenstein the New Colossus. And also, those are all games that are coming out this year, so that's an important thing in this. So, if Bethesda wanted to release another game this year, but they weren't sure, they probably wouldn't have announced it at E3 2017. So let's say they want to port Fallout 4 to the Switch. I don't know if they'd consider that a new game, but they're Bethesda. You don't really know if they'd consider that a real game or not, and they might not be sure. Maybe there'd be technical problems. Maybe there was technical problems, and they weren't sure if they would be able to release it this year. They're also releasing Skyrim on the Switch pretty soon. So I think it's a possibility if they're like, we're going to be able to release this game on the Switch in 2017 after Skyrim. So let's announce it at the Nintendo Direct. And also, the Nintendo Direct is really why the Nintendo Direct that was announced is really why I'm making this video, because it's odd if you think about it. Like, all these things just lining up. Bethesda confirming that there's a new game coming out in 2017, Nintendo now having a Nintendo Direct, and there's really not that many more opportunities for Bethesda to just announce a new game, unless they want to do just like a trailer or something, but I don't think they do that. I think they want to have some type of event or live stream that they announce it at. So if it is a Switch game, this is probably the last opportunity to do it if they want Nintendo to be involved with the announcement, because we've seen a lot of surprises like LA Noire, Payday 2, if you remember that was announced at a Nintendo Direct. So that's a possibility, whether it's Fallout 4, Dishonored 2, maybe even Prey. I don't know, but it's definitely a good possibility. The other thing is a mobile game. We saw Fallout Shelter, I believe 2 years ago at this point. It was ported last year. It's an okay game. I mean, if you're looking for a Fallout mobile game and you want to waste like an hour or so, yeah, I mean, you could get it, but it doesn't have a lot of replay value. But I don't know this, but I'm going to guess that it sold very well, or not sold very well, but a lot of people downloaded it, a lot of people spent money on it, and now Bethesda's all about money, um, as we've seen with all these Skyrim ports and everything going on, and the paid mods, or, I'm sorry, the Creation Club. A mobile game is also a good possibility. Maybe it will be like Elder Scrolls themed, with all these new versions of Skyrim. And also, I know someone's going to comment this. I know someone's going to comment saying maybe we'll get Skyrim for iOS and Android. The thing is, I think Bethesda would actually release the old like Elder Scrolls 1 and 2 on Android and iOS. I think that's something they would do, whether it's paid or not. That just seems like something Bethesda would do, but I doubt that's what this is going to be. Um, Maybe they'll make something like a Skyrim. I don't want to say companion app, but maybe something, a simulation game, maybe, like with Fallout Shelter. But who knows? It's really too late for Bethesda to announce any like new IPs for all platforms or something like that, or even a game that might be not might be as popular, but still have a fan base once it's announced. So they'll have to either do one of the two: announce a game for the Switch or announce a game for mobile. If they do something other than that, I will be incredibly surprised. It does not seem likely. It would not be a good idea, because they already had a terrible E3, which gave them a lot of bad press. And if they knew they were releasing a game this year that a lot of people would like, they would have announced it at E3 to try and not make their E3 as bad. Because I'm pretty sure Bethesda knew their E3 wasn't great, and they got a lot of backlash, especially with the paid mods. So again, do you think it's going to be a Switch port or it's going to be a mobile game? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Bye.